Hey, it's Mark with a quick update for subscribers to my newsletter, Crypto is Easy. If you are not subscribed, click the link in the description below. Head on over, and if you like what you see, please go ahead and sign up. I got some questions, some answers. I know people are concerned. It's been that way for a little while. Basically, since we didn't get the super cycle in November, December of last year, it's been a real concern, and legitimately so. I got a few questions of they come in different ways, but they're these questions that they tend to hit on the same idea. And I thought that if I make this video, I will read off to you the answers that I've given people, and then you'll know where I stand or what my thoughts are. They're the same questions you have. So they come in different ways, but I'm going to just simplify the question kind of as an aggregate of all the questions that are along the same line. So the first question is, when bear market? When's the bear market? Is this a bear market? Are we already in a bear market? If not, when am I going to say that we're in a bear market? And I need to see what happens when the price rebounds. I want to see the price go down and then come back up, see how it goes, if it's able to sustain momentum to the upside once it bounces back. Markets always go up and down. So what I don't want to, if for a bear market, what I want to see is it goes down, it comes back up, not as high as it was before, and then when it goes down lower. And you repeat that. And it has to be a longer period than 8 weeks. People are already calling for a bear market in the stock market now because it's gone down for a few weeks now. I'm sure if prices for real estate went flat for a few months, people would be calling for a bear market in real estate too. There are always people calling for bear markets. According to some of the specific definitions I've heard people talk about, we had a bear market until November 2020. And then we went back into a bear market in April 2021. And the all-time high we got in November 2021, it was actually a double peak, not a new all-time high. And that is purely because of the specific definition that people are applying. For me, I think that's more of a reflection of the mindset you have on the market, or the person who's giving you the definition, the mindset they have on the market. And while it's always going to be valid, it's valid when Bitcoin's price is at all-time high and all-time lows. And the same can be said for the opposite in terms of bull market. What do you consider a bull market? You can be arbitrary, or you can just, like for me, I go with the classic definitions. Bull market is when the price tends to go up over a certain period of time. A bear market is when the price tend to go down over a long period of time. And for me, it would have to be more than 2 months. I think we're going to have to see how it goes over the next few months. And I know that's a tough thing, but the flip side is you do a knee-jerk reaction, and maybe you're right, but you're not right based on the facts or the merits. You're right because markets go up and down, and you just happen to be right. What if I've run out of money? If you've run out of money, if you don't have money to continue buying into the market as it goes down, just do the best you can. Do it at your own pace, a pace that feels comfortable for you. If you've put money into the market since December 3rd or anytime after December 3rd, and really you can include the end of November, but December 3rd specifically, if you're subscribed, you know why. That date is important. And if you've done that, you'll be okay. And if you can find more money from somewhere to put into the market as it continues to go down, as long as you feel comfortable doing that, you should. Once Bitcoin's price goes out of my buying zone, stop. Don't put yourself in a position where you feel like you need to keep throwing money into the market just because it starts going back up. At a certain point, you accept that this is the hard work. And if you can make it through this time, then the rest becomes very easy. So just take advantage of this opportunity. When the opportunity closes, wait for the next one. Life will always give you plenty of ways to make money. You don't need to use cryptocurrency to do that. And as you have money and the opportunity presents itself, then you can bring in more later. Some of your altcoins will fail. Some of mine have failed. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And in general, there will be other opportunities in the future, and maybe even better opportunities than today. What do I make of the new address count going down? And I'm going to extend this to other metrics, but I wanted to specifically address the new addresses. I hear this every now and then, really since I started the newsletter. It's a specific metric that counts the number of new addresses over a certain period of time. Generally, it's 30 days. I think Glassnode does 30 days, but I've seen different measures. For me, it's irrelevant whether it's going up or down. It's just not It's not relevant. It doesn't matter to the things I look for. If anything, it's a contraindicator in that we tend to see spikes in new addresses just before drops in the market. And then new addresses drop after the price drops. And when the price goes up after that, then the new addresses rebound. And I don't see any correlation. There's no correlation I can tell. And because I'm looking at the movements of Bitcoin, I'm not really so worried about the specific number of addresses, the entities, things like that. There are reasons to want to know that information. It's just not relevant for the kind of thing I'm looking at. I'm trying to understand what's going on in the market. Where are the Bitcoins moving? Who are they moving to? What does that suggest about the overall environment, the psychology of the market? And when you just look at new addresses, well, if it's a lot of people putting in, $10 or $20 because they're trying to catch the next move up, that's just not, if you've been subscribed for a while, that's really not the kind of things that I'm looking at. And so, I'm not saying you never want to dismiss this kind of data, but take it for what it is, and don't read anything more into it than you need to. So look, if there are more questions, please let me know. I'll do another QA. I'm getting the sense that there's a lot of concern, which there should be. The goal of this moment is to fight through that. There's an old cliche. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to act in spite of it. Because once everything goes, Warren Buffett once said, you pay a high price for a cheery consensus. And once everybody's happy and everything's going, there's nothing wrong with buying into that. And I'm not going to tell you how to use your money. And if that's an enjoyable thing for you, do it. And there's plenty of opportunity once the price goes up, super cycle, bull market, FOMO, whatever. There's a lot of opportunity there too. I would never discourage you from doing that. Just try to make the best of these moments. These are the moments that are really going to change your life. If you can take advantage of these moments, the future will be, you'll be surprised how differently this market will feel over time by taking advantage of these moments, if you can. Relax and enjoy the ride.